One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Maryland's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Buckeyes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy's a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Smith dropping to pass. It's complete to the right. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out. Let's get some positive.
Makes a diving catch along the left sideline.
You know, it's too bad that wasn't a bomb down the field, because if it was, that would have been a highlight that everybody would have seen. Because that goes for very minimal yardage.
A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Not all DBs make the play in the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their second drive.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Ohio State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Out of the gun to give to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a gamer.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Hamilton. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
To the air on second down. Finds his man, it's Howard. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the play on third down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Field goal is good. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Cheetos for the time being. They're up by 7 over UConn. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course it...
Time to take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Austin. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Fighting off the defender. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Terrapins are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Looking left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Smith wants to throw. He's going to fire deep. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Hamilton. Turning it on. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
I love when my wide receiver sees the coverage, sits it down, understands its zone, runs the curl, catches the ball, and then gets upfield and gets some positive yards.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Got room to work. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. On target to the left. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Smith dropping to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see perform.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. This offense has it with really good field position. Running back searching for a hole. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Smith wants to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Sends it back in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Here's a heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Rush is on him. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. He's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Vaughn. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Terrapins want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Oh, they're after him. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They go to the ground. Spins away from the defender. Picks up the first down, still moving. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Terrapins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Under fire. Quickly to the tight end. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Finding open areas.
Defensive coordinators always...
Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Smith dropping to pass. Working that wide receiver screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying play action. Fires to the right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Smith wants to throw. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The toss to the outside. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. The sure hands. It's Bell. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option. The give. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out
there. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
That's caught. It's Austin. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Makes the catch. Shakes off the defender. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding.
His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Inside the 40. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Smith dropping to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. And, guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up second down.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Looking for the score! And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Illegal touchdown.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And guys, this will stay a 24-point game.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Wants to go up top on first down. Gets rid of it. Pulls it in. It's McConnell.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. Breaks into the open. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Howard. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Steps away to find some room. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Picked off to stop the threat. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Jackson. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Smith wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. They take it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The run from the shotgun. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Buckeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll run play action. The throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. They'll start this drive with a pass. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Terrapin! In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Let's go! Smith dropping to pass. Bringing the heat. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And the extra point would.
41, Maryland, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They get the W, and with that being win